क्या है ये?
I have given the flavor of mixer, right? You people said booze, so I said, why not have booze for everyone?
ये वो ना बात।
अरे तेरे लिए पूरा बार खुलवा दिया रे पीछे में, कोई कंप्लेन नहीं करेगा।
उसी के लिए खुलाया ना जो पीता नहीं है।
अरे कोई कंप्लेन तो नहीं करेगा ना कि मिक्सर में है ना बार नहीं है, दारू नहीं है। हाँ
ये बात ठीक है एकदम।
और क्या हाल है भाई? दाढ़ी वाड़ी बढ़ा रखा है।
बस चल रहा है। कॉल वॉल ले रहे हैं।
तेरा इशू से रिजॉल्व हो गया क्या?
हाँ वो ऑफिस वाला तो हो गया इशू।
चलो गुड गुड गुड।
है बगल में एक आदमी तो हो जाता है।
मैंने वो जरूरी है।
ये फायर फ्लाइज को निकाल देते हैं लोग, इसको क्यों एंट्री कर दिया?
ये कौन है भाई? यही तो मोहिनीश।
मनीष बाबू आ गए। सब अभी कनेक्टिंग ऑडियो में लगे।
क्या कमल भैया जबरदस्त बैकग्राउंड है यार आपका।
अरे तुम लोग बोला सीएम मिक्सर ब्रिंग योर बूस्ट तो सबके लिए ले आया।
हमें मिलेगा कैसे ये?
एकदम मिलेगा।
मिलेगा ना
एकदम, इसीलिए ले तो रखा है।
सुपर अरेंजमेंट है यार, आप तो एकदम प्रिपेयर्ड हो पूरा।
अरे यार लाइफ में हर चीज के लिए प्रिपेयर रहना चाहिए।
सबको मैसेज कर देंगे सीएम फोरम में कि आजा भैया हम लोग आपके लिए वेट। गैलरी व्यू डाल देते रहे। अरे शाबाश। हरीदा तो कंटिन्यूअसली नया नया जगह चले जाते हैं। उस दिन अलग जगह थे, आज अलग जगह है। नया नया जगह एक्सप्लोर कर रहे हैं एकदम।
हे हरीदा, हाउ आर यू?
फाइन फाइन, कैसे हो कमल?
गुड गुड, वेरी गुड।
हाय एवरीबॉडी।
हेलो।
हाय अभिषेक। हरीदा, हाउ आर यू?
फाइन फाइन, थैंक यू।
দাদা
ভালো আছেন? আপনি ভালো আছেন?
হ্যাঁ ভালো আছি ভালো আছি। আর I see Kamalji everywhere with push up, gyms and etc.
What else you do? You have no other choice.
No other choice. True. I think. Let me see. Do this. Okay. Where is Abhishek?
So Kamal, what is the scene of COVID in Calcutta?
You are asking me?
Yes, you are the nearest person to the government.
No, I don't know. All I know is that we are not opening before 31st May at least, as of now. Even if the lockdown is over, we are not opening.
Same here.
I heard Singapore has extended it today.
Yeah. So we are even exploring till 30th June because we are not in hurry and we are not rushing.
हो गए हम लोग घर में रहने लग गए ना, हम लोग को ऑफिस जाना अच्छा नहीं लगता है।
इनफैक्ट अब अच्छा लगने लग गया घर में रह के। वी आर एक्सप्लोरिंग कि ये लाइफ कैसे चलेगा, ऐसे ही कैसे होगा। दिस इज नो वी आर अफ्रेड कि वापस ऑफिस जाना पड़ेगा तो कैसे होगा।
अभी इसमें ना बीच में
I think Kamal is going to be a master chef after the lockdown opens.
Absolutely, I am enjoying this. That weekend thing is I am enjoying. Who knows, Suvarna will offer me a job.
Oh.
देखो, good. आप कलकत्ता में नहीं हो?
हाँ, कलकत्ता में ही हूँ।
तब ठीक है। हमको लगा
I came back on 15th. But luckily I came back. Otherwise I would have got stuck.
So I think the picture is Rishikesh in your backdrop.
Yes.
पूजा के तो मजे हैं, अभी तो सब बंद करके एकदम आराम से। तो बच्चे
Me? No, my school is running.
How come?
Yes, we've taken the whole thing online and we are doing homeschooling. So I have normal work hours. In fact, a little more than that.
Okay. Then it's fine. If you're taking it online, then your life is more difficult than the previous time.
Yeah, because I thought it's important to reinvent. We can't get on with like whatever is going on, and we can't have like a 4-month holiday for the babies. They would forget us. So we are doing like a full session with the kids. So working. Yeah.
Nandini is here.
Sorry, I can't hear you.
No, I was talking. I think Chandradeep is here.
Yeah, there is one of our portfolio companies called PlanetSpark.in.
All right. Yeah.
So they are giving all the contents. They are giving a lot of contents and online content for free. It's an online education company.
All right.
So you can just try
Absolutely.
it out. PlanetSpark.in.
Planet Spark. I'll definitely check it out.
This is basically
I'll get in touch with you like for the same.
Healthcare and police children.
All right. Definitely, I'll explore that for sure. Yeah.
Good to see that so many people are already on time. We are already started off, and other people will join. अभी actually सबको थोड़ा सा फुर्सत मिलने लग गया. पहले फुर्सत ही नहीं था किसी को.
But I don't know. For me, it's a normal office hours, 9:30 to 6:30, and then usually the way I do things, I'm doing the same thing.
ये वैसा है, but अभी हम लोग को यहाँ से जाके बंगाल क्लब नहीं जाना पड़ रहा ना. 1.5 घंटा पहले निकलना नहीं पड़ रहा.
That's true. That's true. And I'm loving this. Maybe everything will, all the meetings will have on Zoom only or some other platform, but online only. At least for next 6 months.
Eventually, as we evolve, I think all the knowledge sessions can be moved on to Zoom.
Yeah.
And we really need to network and come together. Then only we can go for physical in-person events. Like I think that's much easier. Here you can also focus a lot more. You can actually ask questions, and I have seen more interactivity in Zoom. People are asking more questions. They're getting more. If it is
Absolutely.
I tried with Cisco one, but
and I think logistically it's much better. Yes.
Better. And I would request all experts here to develop something much versatile than Zoom by this time.
I think Zoom does the job. Why go and reinvent the
Why do you reinvent the wheel? Yep.
A lot of government aspirants that don't use Zoom. Today also some news came in the Times of India regarding the hackers, etc.
See the competitors are very envious now of Zoom, right?
IIT Kanpur, the computer science professor, head of the department, he has given a very favorable answer to this allegation. So he said, don't use it, won't have any problems at all. All this is nonsense.
There is no problem. You see, if you there is you can fire people who are entering by mistake. If you're not putting a password, people will enter. A lot of times people don't enter passwords. You have a facility to put password. If you put it, then there is no problem.
Yeah. So see, these very small children and they are being exposed to this whole thing.
Yeah.
But we're not facing any problem.
Yeah.
পেছনে বই ফই সাজানো আছে খুব কাজ করছো মনে হচ্ছে
Actually, this should not be permitted. I believe I have read it was written you should have booze with you and all, and that's the reason I had this background.
And you are displaying it also.
Hey, for all of you.
See, Kamal is the only person who has followed the norms here.
Absolutely.
So where is the actual one?
Actual one I'm carrying with me. See, can you see this?
Yes. Cheers, Kamal.
Is it a VR AR thing or is it real?
It's a real one, man. I have not opened the bottle yet.
Oh, tab theek hai. No, then it's fine. I thought it's a VR.
Wow.
It's for Deepak Daftari.
Sir, you are selling also. Are you selling also, sir?
No, it's for personal consumption and friends only.
Because there are a lot of people to buy.
I know.
Kamal has full supply. He will give it to you just like that. You have to
Absolutely.
ask him for a drink.
Absolutely.
Hi all. Hello.
Hello.
Hi.
Hello.
सबसे मजा श्रीराम का है. सबको अपना लीगल लायबिलिटी तो पूरा करना ही पड़ेगा. जो फॉर्मल लायबिलिटी है सरकार को तो पूरा करना ही पड़ेगा. तो श्रीराम का बिजनेस में कोई इफेक्ट नहीं पड़ने वाला.
नहीं, वो तो बाद में करना पड़ेगा. अभी सब लॉकडाउन में है बॉस.
तो क्या हुआ आपका?
Shriram, look who's talking. Shriram, look who's talking. Who's talking? Abhishek of all people is saying uske मजा है. I think
No,
IT is one thing which is like.
But looking at the backdrop of Kamal, I think he's the most happiest guy.
Absolutely. I'm so happy. Relax. I'm enjoying. Honestly, I'm enjoying routine. I'm so used to. Otherwise, also for me, traveling was very less. My office is so close to my house. So, I'm really enjoying.
Udarji, today you are looking very handsome. You are all clean shaven. As if we are actually attending a meeting and a get together.
After a long
Abhishek.
time. Actually, this is my first meeting in Zoom. I never used Zoom. This is the first
Seriously?
time.
अभिषेक पोद्दार जी इसलिए खुश है ना कई सारा सैनिटाइजिंग कैबिनेट्स बेच दिया 2-3 दिन में तो ही इज द ओनली वन डूइंग गुड बिजनेस न्यू सेल्स
कंसल्टेंसी बेच रहे हैं सर कंसल्टेंसी कर रहे हैं प्रोडक्ट का दाम 1.5 लाख रुपया मैन्युफैक्चरिंग कॉस्ट 50,000 रुपया और कंसल्टेंसी 1 लाख रुपया यू गिव मी 1 लाख आई विल गिव यू द टेक्नोलॉजी
so he is only getting new sales not all any of us
Ekdam. This is amazing.
you sell one piece you will earn 1 lakh rupees
तो थर्मल स्कैनर भी लगा रहे हैं क्या आप लोग?
थर्मल ऑप्शनल है थर्मल नहीं है इसमें खाली जस्ट ऑटो सेंसर है सेंसर से सेंस करके आपको एक वो हो जाएगा
Government making it mandatory to put thermal scanner at the door.
वो जो देखिए गवर्नमेंट तो इसको बहुत जगह बैन भी कर रहा है कि भाई आप जो केमिकल दे रहे हैं आंख के लिए ठीक है कि नहीं हेल्थ के लिए ठीक है कि नहीं सो व्हाट वी आर गिविंग द मशीन वी आर नॉट सेलिंग द केमिकल यू कैन यूज you can use gulab jal we don't care
Okay. You can use gulab jal. That is good. Yeah.
Where is Deepak?
Yeah.
Where is Deepak?
We are wondering.
Deepak, I think, is now polishing the musters.
Must be.
Deepak
So, shall we wait for everyone to join, and then maybe everyone can talk a little bit about what's going on in their life?
Yes.
Then we can go about, all cross talking can start.
I think we'll get to know everybody also. Like
And I think Rachna doesn't know everyone, so I think that would also be good.
Yeah, so I think we can have like a round of introduction. I think that would be great.
Okay.
Should we start now or wait for Deepak and...
Shall we send a message in the group?
Yes, please.
CM's group. Yes.
still 5 o'clock is not there ना 2 मिनट बाकी है अभी भी
हाँ
अभी भी 2 मिनट बाकी है 5 o'clock तो हुआ नहीं है
4:45 yeah 4:45 was the time
okay
let me take a picture so that everyone starts feeling a little jealous.
Aurelila has already posted it here.
There's been a fun thing. A college has now approached us. They said that, our students are all getting very demotivated, very sad, and what's going to happen, where it's going to happen. Can TiE lift up their spirits by doing entrepreneurship related session? I asked how many students. They said 600. And they all come on Zoom.
Okay. So Abhishek, we didn't have to go for TiE grads. Huh? It automatically happened.
So maybe it will happen. So again, I think,
yes,
it's interesting. Yeah. So maybe we can reach out to all these colleges because I think all the students are actually in a little bit of a depressive mood. If we can bring them up, and kind of do a large scale Zoom session where we bring few speakers from different parts of the country, right? And I'm sure also help in doing that. We can bring speakers and they can talk about entrepreneurship from different perspectives to all the students. I think that would be amazing. We can actually hire icon for students.
We can.
And it doesn't cost anything and it brings a lot of people. And we can also bring maybe some of these e-learning companies as sponsors.
Yeah, we can.
An opportunity for TiE to also generate some revenue.
I think it's a great idea. We can do something like this. I think it's
take a call. I'm coming back.
Yeah.
So Abhishek, can we set the ball rolling?
Yeah. Why not? Why don't you do the honors? Why don't you start telling us? Maybe obviously for the new member Rachna who's here, maybe you can just do a very
Yeah,
line
I think one-liner introduction from everybody would be
and
great
and
to start off with.
and Sriram and house business. And what
that
what
that
are you
is phase
now
2.
doing? No. It's the first phase itself. It's in the first
Okay,
phase.
fine, great.
Yeah.
So we can start off. Abhishek, if you can do the honors being the president.
Oh, I do the honors. Okay. So first of all, I welcome all of you. It's amazing to be meeting everyone in such interesting times. As entrepreneurs, these are the times when our resilience will take us beyond all this crap that we see around us. So good that we are all doing great, and we will continue to do great. Yes, I think we have Alok also joining it. So welcome all of you. I think let's keep it very informal and let's throw ideas. But
Yeah.
before the ideas, let's kind of try to chill out, understand what's going in lives of each of us, and if there is something interesting going on, if anything that we can learn from each other, maybe just a small chill out time. And feel free to bring your own drinks. So we are
I
giving
have
a link
already done it.
to BYOD, right? So you bring your own drinks, and in fact, if you don't have your own drink, right, then Kamal has got a lot of drinks right behind him.
Yes.
You can request him to pour you a glass, and he can do the honors.
He can drink.
I can drink on your behalf. Yeah.
Kamal, I have the empty glass. Can you please pour it?
Anyway, Kamal is having a lot of sweets on our behalf every day.
Yes, absolutely.
So just a quick round of introduction. So I'm Abhishek Rungta, founder and CEO of IndusNet Technologies, and right now serving TiE as a current president. And things have been great on my end because I think I consider myself among those fortunate people whose business can run even virtually. We had a very interesting time because the whole thing was going to be shut down on Monday, and we actually moved the entire team to work at home on Thursday and Friday. And it was just like, as we can call it, a close shave. So we actually moved the entire team. We faced some problems, but eventually the whole team is now working. One thing that I realized, which I want to share with all of you, is that when you move to work from home, then you realize that you are not in control. But frankly speaking, you are not even in control when you are in office. It's just that the sense of not being in control starts sinking in when you are not in office, and you are trying to manage people from working from home, and you are trying to manage people. So in the initial 1-2 weeks, I was like, oh God, what's happening? इससे बात करो, उससे बात करो, ये ही नहीं हो रहा है, वो नहीं हो रहा है, पता नहीं क्या गड़बड़ हो रहा है, पता नहीं क्या हो रहा है. फिर लास्ट में रियलाइज हुआ कि इनसे तो ऐसे भी बात नहीं करते थे. तो जब बात नहीं करते थे, काम हो रहा था तो अभी भी हुई, और कोई प्रॉब्लम होता तो कोई ना कोई आके बता ही देता कि प्रॉब्लम हो रहा है. तो असल में कुछ हुआ नहीं, सब आराम से चल रहा है, which is good. So productivity issues थोड़ा सा है because lot of people, I found it very funny that lot of people have not invested in broadband. They are trying to use hotspot to connect to internet. So we are taking steps कि भैया आप hotspot use नहीं कर सकते. जैसे मार्केट खुलेगा, आप सबसे पहले ब्रॉडबैंड अपना लगाओ. उसका खर्चा लगेगा तो या तो कंपनी देगी या आप दो, जैसे भी है. So we are creating salary bands. At salary band this and below, company will pay for your broadband. Salary band this and above, you have to pay for your broadband, but you must have a broadband. Everyone should be able to connect using video. We figured out a lot of interesting ways of doing things. So for example, we do weekly stand-up. So we don't do daily stand-up because it was getting too much for me. So what we do is every week, I connect with my key people once in a week, set up the agenda for the next whole week, and try to find out what they did in the last week. Trust them a lot because you don't have any other option. And most of the things are getting taken care of. Only 20-25% times your things are not getting done the way you want. But we are again also finding how to onboard people when we are working remotely, how to exit people when we are working remotely. So all these are very, very interesting learnings that are coming now. And the more these are coming, we are learning that, everything can be done actually digitally. So I'm frankly speaking, I'm saying that I think eventually I will like to convert it into a complete digital company if I have it my way. So, and we are pretty confident that going forward, if everything falls in line, then we might never call 75% people back in office. So we may actually keep most of the people home. And we found another challenge that, when we will open up, the government will have rules that you have to make people sit with at least 6 feet distance. So think about a scenario that on your left, right, back, and in front, you cannot have anyone else sitting for 6 feet. So if you look at from that perspective, so almost one person will sit in a 25-30 square feet, 6 into 6, 36 square feet area, only person can sit. Or so that kind of a scenario will evolve. And in that scenario will be like, right now it might be 10 square feet, but now it will become 35-36 square feet. So you can anyways only make 25-30% people sit in the office. So yeah, if you want really all the people to sit in the office and follow government norms, then you have to buy an office which is almost 4 times. So I think this is something that people should understand and worry about more than the COVID thing right now. When you open offices, how will you get so much of space? Either you buy that much of space or you rent that much of space. So I think that will be a bigger challenge. So that is it from my side. I think now everyone else can kind of start logging in and start telling maybe one line introduction for our new member, and then how things going with you in this interesting time. Monish, you have been up start karo na.
Thanks, Abhishek. Let me introduce myself. I'm Sriram. I'm a chartered accountant in practice for the last 25 plus years. I'm presently the secretary of TIE along with other social work that I'm doing. Now, honestly, I have a different take on this lockdown. First 2 weeks, I think somebody's TV or something is on. Voice is coming. Hello.
Why don't we mute everyone and you unmute and only when you speak,
Yeah, I think that would be a better thing. Hello. Yeah, thanks. Coming back, basically the first 2 weeks have been, I caught up with family time, honestly speaking. I have not been able to give time to my family. Pressure of work, pressure of other commitments. So I was just chilling with my family first 2 weeks. And then, it dawned on me that I should actually now start doing some work. So because I need to plan for the future. So things have not been bad. Definitely, as Abhishek started it off by saying I have nothing to worry. Yeah, but then, things are good. And, looking forward to a very positive opening up in the near future whenever that happens. So, thanks everyone.
Sidira, why don't you do the honors now?
Sidi.
Okay, you want me to start?
Yeah, Sidi.
Okay. Hi guys, it's good to see all of you, however remotely and virtually. The faces are familiar, the smiles are familiar, so it feels good, it feels nice. I guess for all of us it needs a bit of getting used to seeing each other. I was just thinking, in fact, it took me a couple of minutes because I suddenly realized you're supposed to bring your own booze. So I quickly went to get I'm not used to drinking so early, but I quickly got myself a glass and a bottle. So I'm kind of ready whenever everybody is ready to say cheers. Okay. So, but I guess that'll happen soon. So I was thinking a couple of things. Normally when we have a mixer, of course, there's some people who get up and talk, which is kind of what we are doing. We're sitting and talking. None of us can see whether we are wearing shorts or pajamas or whatever. But the fact is, we're talking right now. But what happens in the mixer? After a while, people break off into small groups, and you literally clink your glasses and whatever. So I was thinking maybe somebody could come up with an idea of a virtual party where we can all have our own avatars, and we can go and meet in virtual 10 Downing Street and drink and enjoy and chat and dance and hang out with whoever we want to and all that. So I don't know. I mean, maybe it's laziness, maybe it's whatever, maybe it's a forced being at home. I can personally speak for myself. My mind has been on an overdrive. It is, I think the break from a normal routine is at least an opportunity for a lot of us to force us to imagine a very different kind of future. We don't know whether it's a good future or a bad future. Right now, it's not a very easy or a comfortable future for a lot of us because it's hit us like a jolt, I'm sure. I personally am not, feeling too much pain, I must confess, because of what I do. But I'm sure there are a lot among us who are really worried about, business, clients, payments, and all of that. And I think we'll have more serious discussions. which ties anyway organizing. There's a whole lot of webinars happening, but this is meant to be a mixer. So I thought, in the spirit of when we meet for a mixer and when we sit and drink and chat, I thought I'll set the tone by saying 2 or 3 things. One is, there's the first virtual mixer. How crazy, how funny is it, right? And we wouldn't have thought of it if even a month back, that we would have a virtual mixer. We would have laughed at the idea. And here we are in a virtual mixer. So a lot of things that we would have never thought of, we are now either being forced to do, or at least beginning to think of doing, right? So that's an amazing thing. And I think, I don't know what, I don't know how many of us will live how long, but I'm very sure, this period of time, March, April, May, I don't know how long this is going to last. We're all going to look back at some stage in our lives and, tell each other, tell our children, maybe tell our grandchildren, we went through something like this. I wonder what people would have said who went through the world wars, who went through Great Depression, who went through whatever. Good or bad, it would have been an amazing experience. I think we are all going through an amazing experience. Part of it is not happy or part of it is painful, but it's an amazing experience. And I think there's a lot of learning, there's a lot of reflection opportunity. So I think we should make the most of it. The second thing that I want to talk about is the fact that, the good thing, I'm just imagining if something like this had happened more than 20, 30 years back, when there was no mobile phones, when there was no internet, imagine how life would have been. Aren't we lucky? We have something called internet. We have mobile phones. We have online delivery. We have stuff like that. So however painful it is, it's still possible for a lot of us to have some semblance of something like a normal life. Imagine if this had happened even in 1990, how life would have been. So I think we have a lot to thank for in spite of all the pain that we're going through. And the best thing, thanks to that, is that we have each other. We have each other to talk to. We have each other to even look at on the screen. And that's comforting, So in spite of all that we're going through, there are positives that we can take out and, feel happy about. Being there for each other, I think, is a sign of how we can go through and come out of it together. So I'm sure it's going to be a crazy ride. It's like a roller coaster we're all going through. But, the funny thing about roller coaster rides, and I've done it myself, and I'm sure a lot of you would have felt when you were a kid, you went up on a roller coaster, it sounded exciting before you got up, and then whoop, when the thing started dropping, you felt like, oh my God, what is this? The earth is falling. And you said, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. And the funny, crazy thing is, after you got down from the roller coaster, 5 minutes later, you look back and saying, wow, what a wonderful ride it was. Can I go up on it again? So I think some of us are going through that roller coaster ride. Right now, it's a crazy one, but it's going to be a really memorable experience. And I think it's really up to us to make the most of it, learn what we can, and more importantly, help each other, share each other, be for each other. I think that's the best we can do. I mean, it's uncertain territory. It's an uncharted path we are all going through, but at least having the comfort of knowing each other. And I think to that extent, having a mixer is a great idea. I'm sure we're all going through similar but different. As somebody said, we are all on the same boat. And somebody said, no, we are all in the same storm, but each of us is in a different boat, right? And maybe we can learn to navigate this storm together. I'm going to stop here. I want to hear some others, and maybe I'll come back later.
Thanks, Siddhi. I'm requesting Harida if you can introduce and enlighten. Hello.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yes.
Hello.
Okay. I'm Hari.
Yeah.
I used to be a TIE president at some point of time. And so I am used to working from home for a long time, almost for now 7-8 years. So for me, it is there is no change as far as the only fact is I'm not going out now. Earlier I used to step out once in a while, but now at least every morning I would go to the lakes whenever I'm in Calcutta. But now I'm not able to do that, so I walk in my complex. So life definitely has changed. despite having been working from home. But I've got busy, you know, compared to what I used to have a lot of time to myself. But after this COVID thing, you know, I've got very busy because now you're not able to say no. Everybody knows you are locked, right? So you cannot give any excuses. So there are too many calls and too many engagements, you know, which keep happening now. So from morning, it goes on from morning until late night, because there are some which are in other time zones. So it becomes, it has become a big challenge. In fact, I'm finding it a little difficult to manage time, especially I'm an early person, which means I go to bed early. But now, you know, I'm having to delay that. And everything has been good. So you know, I'm using my time very effectively. This is a great time to actually reset, relearn, or unlearn, and you know, get new skills. So I've gone back to my student days. I'm doing a lot of reading and research. So it's really great to, you know, get this type of an opportunity. And I think we are all lucky that we are able to do this without having to fight in the streets, which many are doing.
Thank you, Harida. Pooja.
Didi.
Hello.
Didi.
Didi has not yet joined. Pooja.
Didi.
Yes,
कैसा चल रहा है?
Shriram.
कुछ बताओ हम लोग
If you can introduce.
Unmute हो जाओ.
Yeah. Finally could join.
बताओ क्या चल रहा है जिंदगी में?
domains and domains.
So share with everyone भाई. मुझको ताव दो और share करो क्या चल रहा है लाइफ में.
मुझका ताव तो अंदर घुस गया है. But हाँ, interesting perspective in US. Although they are going through tough times, but I think more and more of them are trying to go online. So at least in my industry, तो मैं तो यही देख रहा हूँ that there is a massive increase in people trying to get their businesses online, change their perspective. But at the same time, there's another interesting observation which I think will surprise quite a few of us. So and this is an anecdote, not an information kind of thing. So I park most of my domain name. So now there are so many people who don't understand that it is actually a for sale page, and they are actually writing their real life problems, thinking that they are actually sending the issue to somebody. And the kind of emails I'm receiving on some of these names will actually bring tears. The kind of hardships the common man there is going. So I, at least in my case, I'm seeing the best of both worlds, the good side and the ugly side of what we are going through.
Hello. Deepak.
Yeah.
Thanks. I request if quickly Pooja and Monish can introduce themselves and we can go further.
Yeah. Hi, everyone. I'm Pooja. So I know most of you, except a few. I am an educator and I run a preschool. So for me, life has been just the same. It's just I'm operating from home. My school is running virtually. The lessons are happening, and yes, so overall the education industry, although it seems is doing fine, but we are also hit by the same economic crisis which all other industry is, because you know, it's like the entire time, because this particular time is the peak time for admissions, and we do have a lot of Ivy schools in the country. We do have a lot of peak admission time going on. So the industry is definitely hit. But for me, life is fine because I've been able to adapt to the current situation. I've been able to upgrade my workforce, my staff, my teachers, and they are all in it together, and we are fighting it out. So for us, things have been fine.
Yeah, great, Pooja. Is Monish there?
Yeah, hi Shriram, I'm here.
Yeah, hi.
Hello everyone, how are you?
Good.
Everyone is doing
Yeah.
great. Just a brief introduction. We basically deal in various industrial products, and we supply to heavy industries in India like steel, mining, cement, power, railways. So our business has been badly affected. A lot of our customers are not operational at all, and you know, some of them are operating but at very much reduced capacities. So business-wise is not great, but otherwise life is good. this last 1 month, I spent a lot of time with my family. I have two adorable kids, and time has just flown by. It's been 1 month of shutdown, lockdown, and we spend a lot of time with each other. Spending a lot of time with my team, upgrading their knowledge, upgrading their sales skills, upgrading how they approach the customers, how they talk to the customers. So every day we get on a 2-3 hour call and just discuss, bounce ideas as to when the lockdown, after the lockdown gets over, what's the plan? How do we get business back on ground? So it's been a good time.
Thanks, Monish. I just saw that we are also, Mr. Radhakrishnan, our past president, is there. So I'll request if he can introduce and share his inputs. Mr. Radhakrishnan.
Hi, Sriram. Thanks.
Hi. Yeah.
It's nice to see that we are having this mixer through web. And as rightly mentioned by others, we are all sitting at home, trying to learn more about how to run a business. And generally, we believe that only when you travel and go around, meet people, then only your business can flourish. I think now this gives us a lesson that you need not travel a lot. You can sit at home or sit in office and do your business effectively. As recently I heard the Hindustan Liver chairman saying that he used to travel to UK twice a month. And now for the last 2 months, he is having more meetings with UK than what he used to travel. So I think as it's all a learning process, and I'm sure we can learn more things from here. And we know, but time has come for us, all of us, to cut costs and see how best to make our business viable. And I'm sure everyone, it is, as far as IT industries are concerned, maybe there are huge scope in view of today's scenario, but as a manufacturing and other export business, I'm sure are going to really face the crisis, and I'm sure every one of them will be working towards how to overcome this business strategy. And apart from that, as you all know, the daily laborers and wage earners are the ones who are seriously affected. And I'm happy to see that TiE is helping to support them in whatever way we can. And I'm sure such support by all people. And we are, as far as India is concerned, when there is a crisis, we all come together, and that will bring us all together. And I'm sure we will overcome this situation at the earliest. Thank you. All the best to all people.
Thank you. There is a small thing I just want to share. So today morning I was speaking to Parthiv and he came up with an interesting idea. And in fact, Harida was also in that meeting earlier this week, where we are speaking about, how do we support the startups in, in this time. Obviously, everybody has a cash crunch, so nobody wants to help with cash, and which is understandable. So can some of the startups be helped with basic infrastructure and bandwidth in our own offices, because they may not have cash to pay for their basic expenses? If we can help some of the startups for 6 months, let's say there are 4 people, 5 people, 10 people startups, if we can shelter them for 6 months, maybe we will be able to save around 5 to 10 companies in Kolkata in total. So if any one of you have spare capacity in terms of, seats, as well as obviously bandwidth when the offices open up, do let us know. I will try to.
That's a good idea. I'm sure we can work it out.
I'm trying to put together a list of around 8-10 possible infrastructure providers who can help with some space and some bandwidth to these companies. It's not going to be a huge thing. We will not take anything in exchange. No equity, no cash, nothing. Not deferred, not current, nothing. So if we can just help them, this 5, 6 startups, 10 startups, whatever number we can help in total for next 6 months time, and till the time they get enough cash flow to stand on their feet and start walking again, that would be amazing. So anyone who thinks to provide, please let everyone know. Let the secretary know and collate the list.
I think
Yeah.
it's a great idea, and we should certainly do this. I can accommodate 4 to 5 people in my team once we have office opened.
Sure. So, I mean, if you can all just drop a small mail saying that, what is the number of seats you can provide. So think of it, one seat over 6 months can save a startup up to 60,000 rupees. So think about if we can together bring 100 seats on the table, then it can save almost 60 lakh rupees to the startups in together. So that can be a great CSR, just helping companies stay, survive, float. I think it's a great CSR on each individual person. And it doesn't cost you a single penny, but it saves almost 10,000 rupees per seat to the startup. Yeah, I mean,
So, Abhishek, this is Bimal here.
Yes, Bimal Bhaiya.
It's a very good idea, and I think this is what we can definitely do. And so I think we have the infrastructure, we even have the lodging facility, and we also have the even machines we can give. So if somebody is interested, but they have to come to Durgapur, and for the next 3 months or 6 months, I can definitely give them. So I can give at least 25 seats to them, anybody who wants to come.
Wonderful. So if you can just collate the list, Abhiranila, since you are on the call, maybe you can send the email to all the charter members and we can collate a list. And then we will have a final list that what all we can provide to the startups who are struggling with the basic cost of infrastructure, which means that the place and the bandwidth and the basic stuff. We can kind of then release this list and people can directly connect and take benefit of it. We don't want to be in the middle of it. I think it's a basic charity that anyone wants to do, and we should just let the person who wants to help and the person who wants to get helped deal with each other directly.
Sure, I'll do that.
Yeah, that's a great start.
Yes, let's yeah. And by the way, I think we have never seen so many charter members together in a long time. So congratulations to each and every one of you. I mean, it's just amazing.
So nice to see everybody. I must tell you one, that it is better to have charter committee meeting through web, this kind of conference, so that more members participate in the committee.
At a lesser cost.
No cost.
No cost.
Zero cost. So Abhishek, here I would really request you something. I think all charter members can, like, very briefly, if they can introduce themselves, we'll know face to face. Like, I don't know a lot of them.
Yeah, definitely.
I just barged in with that idea. I just wanted to, because since
that's good. That's good.
Yeah, so let's continue. I not want to hijack the session. Yeah.
Can I speak? Hello.
Yeah.
Yes, can I speak?
Yeah, sure.
Yes, I'm Rajiv from Smart Power Automation, and I'm a charter member. All people we know for a long time. We are in automation field. I am also optimistic person. Yes, I am
Padna now conference. Hello.
But I am a realistic person as well. I would like to tell you the real story, not the optimistic story. Yes, my business is 100% stop. We cannot work from home, and this is fact. Maybe many people can work from home, but that is not true with everybody. Our business is 100% stop, and when the transportation will start, the business will start 50%. We can work from home 50%. But without transportation, we cannot do anything. And lot of our business requires everybody to go to the customer place and give the service support, meeting people, talking with people. So it's not easy. So this is the business scenario, not very optimistic. 100% business is down. Regarding the funny things, I can tell you in this last 20 days, many things are happening. Yesterday, 11 o'clock, my fridge kharab ho gaya, and my house fridge was gone. Then it was a really challenge to how to get the fridge back, because we have to stay in the shutdown. So fortunately, in the morning, 10 o'clock, we were able to buy one new fridge, and I can run my home properly. I will tell you yesterday's experience. Yesterday, one of my friends' uncle got admitted to AMRI Salt Lake. And he is admitted on AMRI Salt Lake on 17th of March. Well, I said 17th of April. And today is 21st of April. 4 दिन पाँच दिन हो गए. There is nobody from the home can connect that person. Although I got connection from the director of the AMRI. Even after getting the connection of the director of the AMRI, practically we cannot speak to the patient. We don't know what is the status. So everybody is talking about the startup. But who will talk about the grown-up? I am a grown-up person, sir, and I am going to die. Who is going to support me and how? Can we talk about that? If I go to hospital tomorrow, how you can ensure that I will be okay tomorrow? Who is going to help me down? And how we can contact the person who is in the MRI hospital today? His wife is crying. बोल रहे हैं सर को दीवार से फोड़ लेंगे तो फट जाएगा, ऐसा सिचुएशन है. एंड दे आर अ बिग कंपनी, बिग मनी. तो अभी पूरा रुपया बेकार है, कोई काम में नहीं आ रहा है. तो अभी हम लोग ग्रोन अप को किस तरह से बचा सकते हैं? आई वुड लाइक ट्राई टू हैव ए powerful team who will save the grown up, so that even if the two startup that might come, it's okay, but the grown up dies, then the big family dies. If I die, many of the people will die. So I will request to give the importance to the grown up people and how to save ourselves today. Even you have money, by the
appreciate your views. We will get back to you. In the meantime, if I can ask Kamal to introduce and then take it forward.
Thanks, Ram. Good evening, everyone.
1 minute per member, so that we can.
Yeah. I think it's better. Let's stick to some timing. 1 minute per member, please.
So I am Kamal Agrawal, founder and CEO of Exactly Software. We are a software product company. I think I am fortunate, as mentioned by Abhishek. We are able to work from home. Almost every one of our team member are working from home except the sub-staffs. We are lucky to be part of the IT industry. And we are fortunate we are able to serve our customers. These are uncertain times, and honestly speaking, I'm enjoying this. I think I am more involved into my business than I was when we were working from offices, because I'm able to coordinate more things, and I'm seeing productivity going up with people working from home. And I'm able to do more checks and controls. I'm able to track what people are doing, which I was not able to do when I was working from office, because there is a simple assumption that, people are working. You see their face and you assume that they are working. But when you are working virtually, you keep track of the output at the end of every day evening. So I'm enjoying, I'm spending good time with my family. I'm learning. And one of the things which I'm doing during this lockdown is keeping myself fit and spoiling my health by making cooking some good stuff. Thank you.
Welcome, Kamal. That was brilliant. Alok. Hello.
Hi, Sriram. Thanks.
Yeah, hi. Yeah, tell me.
So, very happy to see everyone.
Yeah.
Very happy to see everyone. So, this is Alok Patnia, managing partner at Tax Mantra Global. We are a tax and legal firm. So in our way, we were always digital first as a firm for the last 10 years. So for us, working from home is nothing new. In fact, on 16th of March, when I was in office, I got this undercurrent that if I don't shift to work from home, I will lose productivity, because people were talking a lot about rumors around what's happening in city. So we took a call that from 18th of March, we will completely go online before the government even announced. And I'm happy that we took that call and we are completely online. As Kamal also said, in our case also, I see the productivity going up. One few of the things which we do every day at 9:30 in the morning, we have a team video conference. So from intern level to partner level, everyone would come online and would say that what they have done yesterday and what they plan to do today. In the evening also, we have a team meeting with RMs. So overall, I'm enjoying. We are able to do things which we were not able to do earlier. In fact, now I'm wondering why I had to travel so much. And there was no need to travel that much. I'm able to do all the meetings. People are happy to have meetings online. The financial impact would be there on business. There is no doubt on that. But we are able to do new things. We are able to diversify on few of the things which we were not able to do earlier. So overall, I think this period will be good for us, because we are able to repivot in many of the areas, many of the things which we were not able to do. And hats off to my team. They are really working, and I don't see any productivity going down. And we are lucky that we are able to work online. So
Thanks, Alok. Rachna, hello. Yeah,
Hello.
Rachna. Yeah.
Hi. Hello to all. I'm Rachna Memani. I am by profession a transformation and a career coach. And this is the first time I'm here for a CA meeting because I've just been inducted into Chartered Member very recently. Few people I think I know is Pooja. I think I've met Abhishek and Alok both. And as far as I'm concerned, I think this quarantine has been a great time for me because there were a lot of things and a lot of new things which I wanted to add. I have added all of them, and uh, the research which I was doing is now complete. So that has helped me that way. So and has given me enough time to spend with my children as well. So that has
Great.
made me a great opportunity. The quarantine has actually given me that huge opportunity. So I'm reading more, I'm connecting more, I'm doing more workshops and more webinars at this point of time than any other past I have done. And yes, and with this also, I have launched an initiative of support groups where people can just talk about mental health and their mental well-being during this quarantine phase where people have been staying alone, voicing out their concerns of whatever they're going through. So it is, it's very difficult to go and tell people that, everything is going to be fine and stay positive. It is sometimes also great to have a listening ear. So I think I end up being that listening ear for people. And that is what I do as a profession as well. So that is it. Thank you.
Thanks, Rachna. Bhutta sir,
हाँ जी
थोड़ा आपका introduction and your initial comments.
Well, so nice to see all of you. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Can you hear me? Yeah, you can hear me.
Yeah.
So nice to see all friends after many days. As you know, I'm the principal agent for a pharma company, Sun Pharma, and we have a chain of dental clinics also. The dental clinics, of course, we have kept it closed for the time being. But this pharma distribution is on, and life is very hectic for me. So for me, it's life as usual. I have to even work harder because I have the Shastra Bhavan on my head, I have the drug control on my head, I have the district magistrate chasing me to ensure whether the supplies are on time. Hello.
Yeah. Go ahead.
So the whole lot of people, Navarna is behind me. So they are checking on me on a daily basis and also helping me. You see, there are times when I don't get people coming to work. My distribution business is, oh wow, so many bottles. Okay. We require a lot of people to do the packing and then transportation, the social distancing issues we have to compromise sometimes, but by and large we are maintaining the the norms set by the government to avoid the infections. So life is great, and let's see what happens after the 3rd of April, 3rd of May. I think life should come back to normal, which all of us are expecting. Hi, Kamal, how are you?
Thank you, boss. Request, I think now we have to do a bit more quicker because we're running out of time. Ravi and followed by Dr. Chakravarti, please.
Yeah, hi everyone. I come from a very interesting industry which never shuts. It's like power. So, the coal production goes on. So, fortunately or unfortunately, it has not been a vacation for me. So, we are working round the clock, but it's a logistical nightmare because the metals are not coming in globally and, maintaining the local issues and so it's getting little difficult. But yes, and also we have seen there's a lot of decrease in power demand. So I don't know how
And today we saw what happened to the crude. So God
Yeah,
knows what
I mean,
so in fact, there's a 25% drop in power, peak power demand. So if this goes on for some time, I don't know what will happen and how things are gonna shape up. But good luck to everyone, and be safe.
yeah, thanks, Ravi.
Hello, thank you, Mr. Sriram. And I'm thankful to Abhishek for inviting me here. Actually, I am not in a position to talk today because I have been advised by doctor for voice rest, but I could not resist myself to see all of you here. And very happy to see Harida is here, and Deepak is my good friend, and CD is here, and few known face also here. I am really delighted to be a part of this chartered team, and I am running a foundation called Accentric Global. We are into business management, consulting, training, coaching, and definitely we will catch up once again. And thank you so much, because a lot of introductions are yet to be done. So I'm really thankful to all of you to share my views. Thank you all.
Thank you for being brief. Can I have Santosh? I can see Santosh.
Yeah.
Alkesh. Yeah, Santosh.
Guys, it's been a very, very tough time on us. We are running a BPO, and my client base was Netherlands and US right now, and both are so badly affected. And we are having a time of our life. We've been through a tough patch. We started all over again and got into a deeper mess. So hopefully we'll come out soon from this mess. But
yeah, thanks, Santosh. We need to be brief. I think one or two are still left. I can see Ravi Todi there. Hello. 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 Who else is left? Is anybody left? Then I can.
Hi, this is Alkesh.
Alkesh, yeah.
Hello everyone. So I'm Alkesh. I own a brand called Refill, and we are into printer cartridge recycling, and also we are into awards and recognition. So we are into manufacturing, import, and distribution of awards and recognition across India. So our industry is badly hit because it totally depends upon events, but definitely looking forward to diversify and also awaiting good times.
Thank you.
Wow,
Thank you,
that's
Alkesh.
great.
Yeah.
Hi.
So, yeah.
This is
Hello.
Anil Kariwala.
Yeah.
Looks like I'm the only one carrying.
Sorry, sir. I couldn't see you. Sorry.
And no worries, Shriram. I turned video on just now.
Yeah.
I'm the only one carrying my own booze. So, folks, hello everyone.
I'm carrying snacks.
I'm from Kariwala Industries, and we are a PPE company, a company which is needed the most at this time.
Yes.
Our business, we are supplying masks to the state government, and we are supplying PPE coveralls, the disposable coveralls that you see doctors pad in. That's coming in from one of our factories, and which is being supplied all over to the private sector, which chose not to supply to the government sector. And coming to what Raji was mentioning, very pertinent point, what would happen to the grown-ups? I have a very, very simple mantra for all we grown-ups. If you don't like something, change it. But if we can't change it, the only thing that we can change is change the way we think about it. So I've chosen the way we think about it. Jo hai, ab hoga. Whatever is will there, whatever ought to happen has got to happen. So we accept it and take it in the stride and chill. And have member mixers like these ones. Thank you, folks.
Thanks. I think taking it forward, I would want to, in the last, there was a Thai webinar regarding the way forward. And one of the points that was raised was regarding the, the pay cuts or layoffs or pay cuts that a lot of companies are envisaging. So I just wanted your views on that. Especially with especially, when we're talking about pay cut, why can't we think also about pay deferment? Because these are bad times, I understand, but I'm sure in a matter of 6 months, 9 months, 1 year, things would improve and people would again come back, if not to normal, at least 70-80% to normal. So instead of talking about pay cuts, why can't we talk about pay deferments?
Can I just quickly
Yeah,
chip in
sure.
one thing?
Sure. Yeah.
I think it's good to talk about pay cuts, but we have adopted a very different strategy in communication with all our employees. We have talked about pay raises, which is a very different thing. However, what I must confess is, we say that you have to put your skin in the game. So your fixed salaries and wages, they go down. The variable component goes up. If we do better, if we do well, you have a skin in the game. If we do bad, so we all are faced with the same, we are not in the same boat, we are all in the same storm. So the boats are a little different. My boat is much bigger, much dangerous. There's many fronts to handle. Your front is only this domain and so on. So everyone's skin has to be in the game, and we've offered a pay raise, which might be, but on a variable terms. Thank you.
Good idea. Good idea.
Yeah,
Certainly.
that's a brilliant idea. Definitely, getting involved, the thing as part of stakeholders. Possibly that's what Anil is talking about.
Shriram, we have two joinees. I think they can do the intros. Jitendra Bothra and Ravi Todi.
Yeah. Oh, hi. Yeah, please.
Hi, friends.
Yeah.
Just joined off late. Just hello.
Yeah. Please go ahead.
So I just agree. It was a very good approach of Anil's for the pay raise. So it's a very different concept in the time like everybody is thinking for the pay cuts. So this, like Anil, as you are saying, like this, you are doing it for all the employees or some employees selectively?
Sorry, I'm still munching and talking.
Okay.
We are in fact doing it across the board. We are.
Okay.
That is because of the nature of our industry. One of the main industry which I'm talking about, it is possible to put fixed people into variable wages.
Okay.
If you're going to make it applicable already from the 1st of April, retrospectively applicable, because we are already in production, we are already producing, which gives a feeling to them that those, because many people, especially at the workers level, have a notion, because Prime Minister has asked, whether we work or we don't work, we are going to get wages.
So it was till 31st of March, I think.
Sorry?
It was till 31st of March, like what the PM...
No, PM said throughout, that is the notion everyone has, that everyone is going to get paid fully, no retrenchment, full wages payment. But it is important to, calmly and as convincingly possible to convey that money doesn't grow on trees. You have to put your skin in the game. So you have a very good chance to have a great pay raise, but there is also a chance that things might go for a bad shape. So let's all work together. Let's all pray together. That's what we talk about.
So
there is so much of uncertainty.
Sorry?
There is uncertainty. Uncertainty on many fronts. You see, as far as business is concerned, or as far as employment, maintaining the employees are concerned, there is so much uncertainty. We really do not know how many of them we'll be able to take back after the COVID incident is over.
I think it totally depends on the nature of the business you are into and how do you approach it. For a business like ours, because we see for next 6 months, we don't see any sale coming up in rewards and recognition sector, because even though after lockdown, we don't expect events to happen, right? So in that scenario, if we talk about anything, even we talk about deferment of payment. So though internally in a board meeting, we talk about, or a management meeting, we can talk about that if company does well and market revolves, we'll pay them back. But we stick with pay cuts, and we can only pay them at the end of the year if the finances allow. So I think it totally depends upon the nature of the business you are into.
So deferring payments are better.
Just one second. I think, hello all, just 1 second. I think we still have one introduction left by Ravi Todi. Ravi.
Okay. Yeah, hi.
Yeah.
Hi. This is Ravi Todi,
Hi.
Managing Director Strachi. Hi. So we are into real estate, engineering, EPC, agro machinery. It's a variety of business. So we are also under complete lockdown, operating from home. But a few of our EPC sites have started work 2 days back. Mainly BHEL and NTPC sites. They have started work. We got go ahead from the BHEL and NTPC thing. So we have just started work, but no payments are coming from anywhere. No PSU is paying. Bankers are extra limits that they had promised. They're too much of documentation they're asking, which is not practical. What they want to us to do. So we are also waiting and watching. Working from home, whatever possible, trying to motivate my people, doing some online trainings, ensuring that people are occupied, trying to do our reviews on online and whatever we can do. So that's what the thing is. My take also is that 3rd May, I don't think Calcutta will be ready for the opening. We are in a very precarious state. So don't know. Let's keep our fingers crossed on what is going to happen.
Thanks, Ravi. Yeah, I think we
Sriram sir, I'm also left,
Yeah.
so I'll just introduce myself.
I'm sorry. Yeah,
No,
I'm
it's
sorry.
okay.
Yeah.
Shobhik Bhatro, I'm the founding partner of Ashler Law. We are a corporate and commercial law firm. So as far as work from home is concerned, one part of our work can easily be done, the corporate transactional work, advisory part of it, that can easily be done from home. But luckily this time the courts have been a little proactive, and as far as the very urgent matters are concerned, they are taking it up on video conference. So that's a positive development. And most of our advice in the recent time, since the investments have dried up in the startups, we are advising on whether to terminate employees or not, and wherever people need urgent intervention from the courts. So very interesting point which was being discussed among employees. So the government order which was being referred to, I think the MHA order under the Disaster Management Act, that says the salary has to be paid, but that doesn't actually talk about non-termination of people. There are certain state government orders to that effect, but we have to see whether those are directives, whether they can be legally implemented, or those are advisories which are best practice. You can follow that if your company, if your business can afford. And if it cannot, then you have to take some hard decisions. But what I have seen with most of our clients are, because as all of you know, that if you want to terminate employees who are at the workman category, it's very difficult. It's not a very easy thing to do. There's a certain procedure, there's certain payments you have to do. A lot of the startups that I see that we advise, they don't even have that money to pay that kind of severance pays. But considering the situation, most of the employees, what I see, have been extremely understanding. So if you sit down with them, if you explain to them that this is the situation and this is the best we can do, a lot of them are taking, they're working without pays or deferred payment models. Some of the higher level employees have agreed to take up some equity stake also. So I think that is how it has to be done. There is no strict legal solution to this, and no government order can force you to do something which you financially cannot. Right? So it has to be a decision which both the management and the workmen needs to come together and work and go through the storm. Thank you.
Thank you.
Sriram, if you allow me, I just wanted to share 2-3 slides, which yesterday was presented by a futurist from Singapore. This is to give you a general idea in terms of what people around the world are thinking is going to happen. So I just will take 2-3 minutes to share with you, because I think some of you can actually look at this and decide whether this is right or not. So just give me 2-3 minutes. I'll share a
क्या पी रहे हैं? पीनी जी क्या पी रहे हैं? हम भी डाब लेगा.
About 3 cycles which are going to hit the world. One is there is going to be a huge consumer debt default, which means in almost all countries, consumers are going to default in all their payments. Already rental payments across, especially consumer rental payments has come down, 30% already come down, which means people are not able to pay rents. So this is the first cycle which is going to hit. The second cycle is the corporate debt is also going to have a huge default, which means, America has in the last 3-4 months has, the corporate debt rates have gone up very significantly, because of which everybody is expecting that a lot of corporates are going to fail in their debt repayments. The total debt repayment in the short run is close to $1.3 billion, which means in 3 to 6 months. So that's going to be defaulted. And the third most, distressing fact is there are some countries which are going to default, which means there is going to be a sovereign default in the world. Already South Africa has been, degraded. So what is going to happen is a lot of currency is going to be printed, which means a lot of US dollars are going to be pumped into the market, which is going to lead to a huge price increase. So unemployment is already accelerated to 30%. Now there is going to be sovereign defaults, and that in turn is going to trigger a ramification, especially in terms of pricing. So I think we are looking at a situation which the world has never seen in the last 200 years. So this is a take from a lot of information which has been collected by a good friend of mine from Singapore who is a futurist. So I just wanted to share this with you so that some of you can, either negate this or at least take some inputs from this. Thank you.
Thank you, Hari. श्रीराम कहाँ पे हो?
Sriram.
Hello.
Yeah, you want to take this forward?
Yeah. I say, sorry, I think there was some voice issues. I'm sure, Hari, there's nothing to dispute this because it's going to happen across the world. Like what you said, even sovereign thing. Possibly, India, I don't know how it will affect India. I'm sure it is going to affect India also in some way. So if I have some inputs from others like Abhishek and on this, Abhishek, any inputs on this? Hello.
So I think when what Harida says that there will be consumer default, so again, I think it's a global phenomenon, and more in India because the usage of credit card in India, consumer debt is very high already, and it's beyond what can be managed. So a lot of people who will be having their credit card, they won't be able to pay. And obviously a lot of job losses is also staring at us, because India doesn't even have job protection schemes the way US and UK has put it together. I think the small businesses kind of losing its confidence, or I would not say confidence, I think they're losing patience. So when I speak to a lot of people, they say, काफी दिन से wait कर रहे हैं, there is no package from government, where especially US is giving packages, UK is giving packages, Singapore is putting packages where they are paying a part of the salary of the employees if they are keeping them in. So I think there will be a mass scale unemployment if this whole thing extends beyond 3 to 4 months. And it's very visible that it is going to extend. It's not going to go away anytime soon, especially the kind of trend we are seeing. It looks like India is nowhere near to the peak. So I think we should be prepared for this whole impact and find out ways how we can be lean, mean, can run our show at the minimum, minimum cost. So I think we have to relook at our entire supply chain dynamics, financials. I think everything needs to be relooked into. We cannot just run it the way it is running, at least most of the industries. Some industries will possibly work. They will only have logistical challenges like moving things from one place to another place. Some people may not face a big challenge, but at the end of the day, all the business is running based on other people, other companies buying our services, right? So even for service companies like us, or even my friends who are running chartered accounting firms, right? The businesses run when, our businesses run when other businesses run, right? So if other businesses are hampered, other businesses will not run either. So I think we have to understand that fact. So we are not immune to that impact. And based on that, all the businesses will get affected, some more, some less. So I think, again, I'm not an economist, so I cannot measure it. So I cannot make those big statements that what is exactly going to happen. So I can only quote things that is coming from here and there. But yes, it is very clear that we should not take it lightly, especially the economic impact.
See, there is, for example, the food and beverage industry, cloud kitchens, restaurants, even, brands like Wow Momo and all, they've taken a very serious hit. 4,000 employees, now 1 month you can pay salary, 2 months you can pay salary. But when it goes to the third month, it is very difficult for them to, continue operating like that. So there's most of the, large QSR brands, like Fasos, Boxate, Wow Momo, this other one in Bangalore. Yeah. All of them, their sales is just about 10 to 15% right now. And they all employ a huge number of people. I heard Swiggy has, laid off about 1,000 people today. I already am, already.
Hello.
Yeah, we are losing you, Harida. We can't hear you.
Yeah, I think Harida's audio is missing. Hello.
Yeah, Harida, we can't hear you.
Everything will fall in place. Bhagwan hai, Bhagwan dekh lega. That is something which we always believe. But a lot of hardship is going to happen to various sections of people. Even in the construction industry, people are not able to join work. I work closely in the jewelry industry. They are saying that 6 months, 6 महीना पहले कोई आएगा ही नहीं फैक्ट्री में काम करने के लिए, क्योंकि वो लोग गांव चले गए हैं. By the time they come back, it's going to take time. So, we are really looking at a very negative possible situation. I'm not saying that this should happen. So I think time has come for all of us to, really look at this situation on a day-to-day basis and see, how we can navigate. Because every day some new news is coming, which is absolutely confusing, false news. At the same time, there is some semblance of truth in something that our friends are reporting. For example, one of my friends said that his colleague's brother-in-law passed away in Bombay due to COVID in 3 days. He was just 34 years old. In 3 days' time, because when he went to the hospital, they said that, no, you are only showing symptoms. We cannot admit you. Why? Because they didn't have beds. So they just held him back thinking he's a young man. Nothing is going to happen to him. In 3 days' time, he just died. And 12 hours, he was kept in the ventilator. So these type of news, when you hear, you really don't know what we are fighting. It's an unknown enemy, literally. So till a vaccine is, in place, the world is just going to be topsy-turvy, and though we do not know, there are many people who are saying, "Ye COVID India ke liye kuch bhi nahi hai. Isse bada disease hum log already carry karke chalte hain." So, it's very, very difficult to understand what is the real situation. But definitely, young people are also getting affected, and once it strikes very hard. It's not easy.
I think just one line I would like to add. I think it's very important to have good gross margins. Any company who will not be able to quickly move to good gross margins, it's very difficult for them to even survive in this game, because liquidity will be less, so you don't get money to burn, you don't get money to stay sustained, and if you are not having margins, again, your sales will drop. So if you don't have good gross margin, then obviously you will not be able to sustain that fall in revenue. So the business will be badly hit, and there's no one who's going to come and give you a liquidity or cash to run the business. That's very clear.
This is a challenge, Abhishek, especially with the product industry. What has happened, there is so much in stock with everyone, so everybody wants to liquidate what they have. So there is a kind of tussle going on, because the demand is less, the inventories are more. Everybody wants to liquidate that because they don't have that cash flow in hand. So especially in product or inventory based industry, they are more looking out to liquidify cash. So nobody would be able to maintain the gross margin. So there's a big challenge out there.
Yeah, that's the challenge. Yeah, sure. I mean, other views in the room?
See, I think every industry has got its own, challenges, because the situation is very different for each type of person. Yeah. One thing I've seen across the country is most people who are paying high rentals, they've all stopped paying rentals and they're renegotiating. So there is no confusion about that. Most landlords have taken a big hit. Landlords are not getting paid their rent, and we don't know how long it's going to continue. So, these are certain things which people have taken for granted, that I'm not going to get rent for at least some more time till everything stabilizes. Because people are saying, we can't pay, so we are walking out. That's also not, the landlord don't want it to be done. So situation is very grim. The larger you go, it is even more tougher, because people are not able to understand it. People, especially who have inventory and who have goods in transits, or you've got equipments lying in other places, for them it's very, very tough, and everything is high cost today. The cost of keeping your staff also to get them to commute from their place to the workplace, is going to you are going to look at additional costs. So costs are going to increase very significantly for many sectors.
I think the only thing is that you will learn about inventory management, and you will learn about finance management very, very quickly. So you can become a very quick economics now. So even anyone who wants to learn economics, I think this is the best time. you will learn it very quickly.
But you have to survive to keep that learning with you.
Yeah. That's correct. Yeah, one last, topic on which I want some inputs. It would be great for inputs from seasoned people like you. What will you tell your startups in which you are invested, as to how to handle it in the next 3 months or 6 months? Because I'm sure most of us has made investments, and there's definitely money at stake. So what is it that
very clear? Very clear. They have to have a 18-month runway, if not 18-month, 12-month runway, because we can't see any revenues for 6 months. Or even if people are, most startups don't have revenues, right? So they are only trying to find out how they can get revenues. So anybody who doesn't have a 12-month runway, is almost like dead. Because it's not possible to not pay salaries and retain your people and things like that. But most of the startups are very enterprising. So many of them have managed to have the 18-month runway now. At least the ones which I closely work with, they are pretty well set, and they at least 18 months they will survive without any
external support.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
The problem is that 18 months will come down to 6 months because of no revenue coming in and the cost being there. So, you are talking about runway without having any revenue, right?
Yes.
That's a bigger challenge.
Any other views? Hello.
Can I come in?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, I was in another session, and I think Hari's inputs are very valuable. One is he has a broader perspective and all that. I can't overstate how grim it could potentially be. But I think the way I see it, for startups, there are 3 options. One is if you're just about to start and bootstrapping, this may be a good time to just scale down and wait for a better time rather than carrying on and waiting, because funding is not going to happen for the next 1 year or longer, is what I've spoken to a few funders, and almost whoever has invested, their first priority would be to support the existing startup that they've already supported, and then no one is going to put money into new startups. So funding for new startups is going to dry up almost entirely for the next 1 or 2 years. And if you're a startup, you have to think of 3 things: either shut down and wait for a better time, or completely pivot and think of a new business idea or a new business solution for which there is an opportunity. For example, right now there is a challenge in India. If anybody can come up with an equivalent of a Zoom product, maybe there is an opportunity, right? Now, so if you can come up with a business idea which actually accommodates this change scenario, then maybe, which helps work from home, which helps remote working, which helps remote learning, those kind of platforms, maybe those are opportunities. And the third thing is, I'm wondering whether, I just heard some of you saying, whether startups can get into a, kind of a barter mode and whatever, where, you can actually work with companies and become a in-house partner of a larger company and, take space, give them equity, but, serve them. I've also seen some startups who are actually stopping their existing work, doing something else for a larger company, which is not their core competence, core area of focus, but just to survive for the next 6 months or 1 year till they can, just to keep their nose above water, so that when the times are better, they can go back to their original plan. So these are some of the things that I'm seeing existing startups do, and I would love to hear from others.
Can I add?
Yeah.
So just 2 silver linings. So one of the companies I invested in is into e-learning. So they had an 800% jump in revenue in this month itself. So as CD said, all is not bad. So we have to identify those sectors where you can invest. In fact, one of the startups I know changed their business line into manufacturing sanitizers and PPE. So, startups have to learn and adapt. Like Apple is manufacturing masks. I don't know what business Apple has to do with masks. So, the founders and everyone should learn and adapt.
One of my portfolio companies, they used to make robots for cleaning solar, plants, all these solar wafers. They switched to ventilator manufacturing, and they have now got very big orders. So they're all, very young, bright engineers who were able to quickly pivot. There is another company, which has started now delivering. They were into wholesale, supply chain. Now they have taken, delivery of essential goods. Like the way Rapido, for example, which used to do commute, now they are doing deliveries for Big Basket, Spencer's, everybody, all over the country. So in Calcutta itself, they wanted some 200 permits every day so that the people can deliver for Spencer's. So, but very few, if you look at the total market and the number of startups and the number of people involved, the number of people who will get these opportunities or will quickly move to these opportunities will be very small. It will just be a very small percentage. The maximum will have to, fight it out, and some of them, will die fighting. Already, we are receiving news of death, startup deaths every day. So I do see a very bad situation. I wouldn't say bad. It's a very natural process, because in this type of situation, what is the point of retaining, a very large payroll? And people who cannot pay, they can just continue to come, but they will not get paid till the whole situation becomes normal. There, what happens is your best resources, they tend to move, because there is still a lot of openings. In fact, many of the startups that I'm involved with, they're all hiring, because working from home and getting good resources at this point of time is a great opportunity for some of them who are, properly planned. So, there is a lot of shift in terms of manpower also, which is taking place. Good people who are leaving are available for startups which can pay. So it's a very tricky situation. So everybody's problem is very unique, and I am sure that my problem is also unique. Your problem is also unique. So we all have to, do the best at this point of time. One thing which some of the experts, financial experts, have just been talking or telling is, if you get any liquidity at this point of time, loans and other things, just take it right now, because in the next 1 or 2 months, you will not be even able to get loans with security also. That is, I'm talking from an international perspective. This may not be relevant for India, but internationally, people are saying that if you get any loans right now, take it.
Thanks, Harida, for your input.
Sriram, with your
yeah.
permission, I wanted to ask a question, since everybody is
sure,
here.
Sure.
And this is more towards general side of things, as Mr. Podar had also asked, that once this is over on the 3rd, assuming it might be over, and we are
or whichever
allowed,
date,
or whichever date, 3rd or 9th or whatever, pretty soon, what happens then? So this is not going to go away anytime soon.
Yeah.
What is it that we do in our day-to-day life? Because this is only going to grow. This lockdown is not going to cut it off. It's like closing our eyes and thinking ki haan bhai raat ho gaya. Because India, if you see, whatever people might argue, it is between stage 2 and stage 3 or whatever. But given our population demographics, the strata of people around us, the majority of migrant workers, the majority of people who are living at absolutely basic necessities, what do we do once this is over and we start going to offices, we start going to other places? Will social distancing be enough?
Till we get a vaccination, till we get a vaccine for this, there is no solution, no?
No, Harida, my question is not that. My question is, people will start going out.
Yes, absolutely.
So
how long can you lock up people inside the house?
Exactly. So vaccine, even if they say vaccine 18 months, whichever country prepares the vaccine, let's say in a 18-month time frame, if they prepare the vaccine, first of all, they'll try to inoculate their citizens. Then they'll try to ship the vaccines to countries they are closer to. Then maybe we will get a chance at it. And even once the vaccine comes to India, who knows when we fall in line for that in that group of people who are all way there. So vaccine is 2.5 years, potentially 3 years away for the common man on the street in India. Till then, how do we survive? Do we keep
Your
on?
natural immunity will develop, right? So if you are going outside, your natural immunity is good. That will develop.
See, that I was reading about Sweden. Sweden is assuming that in the next week or 2 weeks, because they allowed it to spread, 60% of their population would have had this immunity, and the herd immunity will start getting in. But India, we never had this chance. Don't you think it's going to hit us hard? Majority of us, once we start going out on a regular business side of things.
You see,
Whatever
to tell you
precautions we
honestly,
take.
Deepak, we do not know. We have to only plan for the worst. We do not know. It may be just like, it may be nothing. For example, Dr. Malpani says, "Ye sab bahut zyada hum log dikha rahe hain. It is not required." Right? There are so many doctors who say that we are just going overboard doing all these things. It's not required. There are so many saying, "No, if you don't do this." See, my brother is a surgeon. He was
Harida, we are losing your audio. Hello. Hello.
Harida, we can't hear you.
Hello. Hello.
To be operated.
Yeah.
Please
repeat. To be operated, they need to do a COVID test. Otherwise, for a 3-hour, 4-hour surgery, they can't do anything. So until there is an emergency situation, right? The doctor is under liability, the hospital is under liability, because if there is a spread, because most of these places have air conditioning, which is like closed air conditioning, right? So it is very difficult for people with healthcare problems or to go back to work, because they have to totally clean the whole place. Then they have to ensure that the way we do HIV tests, the same way a COVID test has to be done before any doctor can operate on any other patient. Now that's a very big problem.
True, but as you said, Dr. Malpani says that ये हम लोग इसको बढ़ा के बोल रहे हैं. See, it is the same way in Telegraph. One morning I read, if you drink coffee, you live for 150 years. Next day the report says, if you drink coffee, you will die in 1 year. So which report should I follow? So similarly,
neither. You should not follow either.
Deepak, दारू पियो, खुश रहो.
वो तो जिसके पास स्टॉक है वो राजा है.
को कॉफी वाला पैसा दे रहा है, बस ये समझ ये साइंस नहीं, इकोनॉमिक्स चल रहा है.
What is truth is people are getting affected. They are getting this disease and they are getting vulnerable, because I have some cases around me which I have handled last week. So I know once anybody is getting COVID, he's getting into a really bad state. So recovering and everything, and then the kind of infrastructure we have in city and getting over them. So definitely I don't know about how immunity comes in. So that is all the kind of thesis and theories right now.
Yeah,
so we'll have
that's all long term.
Yeah, that's all long term.
Can you just share, what type of people got it? People known to you. Where did they get it from? Do you have any idea about that?
I have, Harida, real case. My sister, she's a German teacher. She's right now in Germany. So one of our students in Calcutta, 41 or 42-year-old guy, family man, had some breathing trouble and all, went to the Beliagata ID hospital with light fever, cough and all. 2 बार गया, उसको भगा दिया, किचु आवे ना, the permission didn't come, whatever. He went twice for testing. He didn't get any testing. After 3 days, he was dead. He has 2 young kids. He's
so
dead.
I have something to share here. So like one of my very close friends, she works in the emergency for the COVID patients. And most of the people who come with slight symptoms are returned back. They go back to the infection, infecting many. In a country like India, where cold and cough is so normal, where throat pain is so normal. And she keep warning us that, be careful, because we are just sitting on a volcanic eruption. We don't know how it's going to be. So I think in India, we've not really seen the real things.
No, if I can interrupt, see, I have this friend in UK, very close friend. Unfortunately, both have been husband, wife, both of them have been struck with COVID. But when they called at the hospital there, they were very clearly told that, look, you come only if you have a serious breathing problem. If you have cold, cough, this is the medication, stay at home, have a home quarantine. If it gets very serious, you call, we will put you into an emergency in whatever, 1 hour, whatever is the time taken. But this is across the world because I think hospitals don't have the infrastructure to handle so many patients that they're handling here. Anywhere across the
यहाँ
world.
तो टेस्टिंग भी नहीं कर रहे हैं. For
Yeah.
testing, you know that,
नहीं,
right?
that's
That,
okay.
for testing,
friends,
you
I mean,
need
friends,
a official permission.
friends, because we are talking about this, only one suggestion to everyone, because I have recently handled the entire scenario. So definitely they are not testing. The only one thing that we all should do in any case, if we have doubt, there's only one place in Calcutta one should go is Apollo. And in Apollo, just opposite to emergency, there's a COVID division, and they will not test you for COVID if you don't have like all the symptoms, and because they are not allowed, to be very honest. They again have to take permission from the government. So what you can get done is you can get the X-ray done and CT scan of chest done, and that is a protocol right now with all these doctors. And if there's a serious infection, then you can straight away go for COVID test. Either Apollo can do it then, or using that report, Beliagata ID or MR Bangad or RGKar, wherever you can get the COVID test done. Because this is something which I think everyone should know, and you should not actually tell anyone to go to Beliagata ID or MR Bangad or any other hospital. First step should be to go to Apollo and get the CT scan of your lungs done. So
Why don't you share your experience, Alkesh? What was the first-hand experience?
Yeah, exactly.
So it's a big experience. So my cousin, my mama's son got infected, and he was staying back at home for last 1 month. Only one day he went out to take some groceries from Big Bazaar. And when he came back, after a few hours only, he started feeling sick. And for 4-5 days, he had got fever. And after 6-7 days, he was actually having a lot of breathing problems. And then he called me up, and initially he went to Beliagata ID. He was refused. Then they took him to RGKar. From there, he was refused. And he was about, and there's a gap here, he somehow could escape from RGKar. And then I, through one of my link, I asked him to went to Apollo. He got tested, and from there he went to there. He got a CT scan done, and we could figure out there was a huge blockage in his lungs, and it was a signal of pneumonia. From there, then we requested, and then we got him admitted at AMRI, and all the private hospitals, especially Apollo, AMRI, and Fortis, all are full. So you need to be really lucky, because if you don't get bed there, you have to go to government hospital, which we had to do for his wife actually, because she also got tested positive. His mother also got tested positive because he was at home, and he's got 2 kids, 4 years and 5 years. They are negative, so we don't know where to keep those kids. So it was a hell kind of scenario that we went through. So they were in government hospital for 2 days, no food, and you know what kind of thing. So when they were in government hospital, so they were like richest of the guy, I would say. The richest of the block are there, and nobody can help. Try to understand. That is a kind of scenario. So the only thing is that even if you feel like the symptoms are, again, we spoke to many doctors, the definitely breathing problem along with high fever, that too continuous for a couple of days, is a signal. Don't go to because as Pooja was saying, अगर आपको नहीं है ना, Beliagata ID में जाओगे तो लेके आओगे. Understand?
Exactly. That's
that's
the bottom line.
So that's the bottom line. So don't rush towards that, and people don't die very soon out of this. There may be odd cases. We can die sitting, like we have heard a lot of time, coffee pee raha tha mar gaya without COVID also. So there can be a lot of cases like that. So let's not go by those small numbers. So my brother has now recovered. He's finally fit and fine. He'll be getting discharged tomorrow. So he has already been tested negative twice now. So, and his wife is also recovered, and mom is going through, mom is, because aged, she is taking time, but she's also recovering. So that's what I'm saying. So what my experience, there's a lot to a story, but I think what we should know is that what is the first step, and the next step is that if you are suspect, don't hurry go to Chittaranjan or any other hospitals. First, try to figure out a bed at private hospital, even though it takes couple of hours. Sit on the road, no problem. Sit in that particular hospital. Try
or call Alkesh. He can pull
No,
a few strings.
no, no.
Nobody can help.
Nobody can help. Look, I have reached out to whomsoever in Calcutta.
That's on a lighter side.
Yeah. Yes, definitely. You can call me to understand if you are in problem. So what can be done next? So, and
So, you know,
just on one side, Rajiv bhai, you said you wanted some connect in AMRI. So we can take a call after this, and if I can connect you, it'll be.
I already got the connect in the MRI. I have got the connect with the director. But the situation is like
That will not help. Rajiv bhai, I also know director personally. That will not help. Finally, a doctor could help me. A director could not.
The patient is lying at the bed number 2807, but we cannot connect with the patient. Every time we call through system, and they will say patient aapko theek ache, and they don't say anything else. Even the director we are contacting, we only know that order aapko theek ache, but we even don't know कि वो अभी MRI में है कि उसको government hospital में ले दिया वो भी नहीं है. And you are talking about the private hospital. The AMRI has got 2 buildings. One building totally taken over by government.
Yes. And my
they are saying it is not private. It is completely by under West Bengal government.
So, Rajiv bhai, on behalf of Alkesh, I tried to took help from the top shot bureaucrat of Calcutta, who has a huge, power. And when I spoke to him, he even said, Kamal, in this particular regard, apart from Health Ministry of Calcutta, nobody can do anything.
And Kamal bhai, after that, I reached out to them also, just for your information, because you don't know. And I said only one person can help is if you have good connect with doctors inside the hospital. They can because they can give you information if you have a right doctor inside. And that's why I said if you want that exact information about that patient, if he is in COVID ward, maybe I can help you with that at this point.
Apart from nobody from outside can help you. Nothing can help you. You can't even get your homemade food or even any kind of food inside.
No, you cannot. You're not allowed to speak also.
You're not allowed to speak also.
Even I could not speak to my brother for 7 days, but now he's fine. Right after 2 negative tests, he's fine. They are discharging him tomorrow, and he's in MRI COVID building.
That's very great news. It's really encouraging news.
I request the president, Mr. Abhishek Rumta, to make a COVID team of 5 people, and who will be, yes, sure, it's very much required, so that they will be utilizing their resources to get the connects. In case of any emergency, we will contact through that 5 people team.
Connects will happen. Connects cannot. It doesn't work out that way, because I said no. I've reached out to bureaucrats. We have reached out to counselors and everything. So it doesn't really work out that way.
Trying. No harm in trying. You are going to save one life.
The problem is that again, I think the purpose of TIE is very different. If we try all these things, right, I think we will defeat the purpose. Of course, if we get to a situation when it's a do or die situation for the entire city, we all have to jump into that. But I think for the time being, let us stay away from it for the time being. And I think you already know who can help. So we can always reach out there. All our friends, we can just pick up the phone and reach out. Bole, bhaiya, thoda sa help kar do, batao yaar, kaise karna hai. And I think we can get that solution, right?
You and again, to be lucky.
And again, at the end of the day, I think everybody believes that you also have to be lucky. At the end of the day, nobody is able to help. So let us see how this pan out.
The only message, is keep yourself safe. Don't go out. That's the only thing which can help you and your family. That's all. Nothing is going to help.
कब तक नहीं जाएंगे? कब तक नहीं जाएंगे? बाबा जी बन जाएंगे फिर तो.
जब तक नहीं जा सकते हो, boss. जब तक नहीं जा सकते हो. That's what I'm saying. We were discussing कि can we still be at home till 30th June and see.
तेरा तो डोमेन ट्रेडिंग मस्ती में चल रहा है.
हाँ, तुम्हारा तो ऐसे ही घर पे बैठ के काम हो रहा है. फिर टेंशन तुम क्यों कर रहा है?
घर पे झाड़ू साफी बर्तन कर रहा है.
दारू का बोतल हम भिजवा देते हैं कल तेरे को.
See, Deepak, you are very considerate persons in this group, okay?
सब बंद हो गया. अब पता नहीं कब वहाँ का दर्शन होगा, कब नहीं होगा.
Anyway, coming back, I think we have overshot the time. It's 6:30.
Absolutely, yeah.
So I would request Deepak if you can just say your closing comments.
I think these are, I wouldn't say tough times. These are both tough times as well as confusing times for all of us. Some of us did a session, Anil, me, Vasant, the outcome of which came out that I think this is the best time to go online, conserve cash. Most of us agreed there that don't make any capital intensive or infrastructure intensive investments right now till at least the situation is more clearer per se, not even in Calcutta, India per se, because right now we are at a stage we do not know who's saying what figures. Government of India is giving the right figures, West Bengal government is giving the right figures. What is happening we really do not know. Who's on the right, who's not right. Preserve whatever you have, take precautions, be as careful as possible, do not eat out, and I think these are the general scenario. Rest is, I think whatever we say, whatever we discuss, as much as we discuss is not going to have any effect in the bigger scheme of things. What general saying is jo hona hai wo hoke rahega. So in times like this, I truly feel that those things are truly correct, what we are in a scenario right now. But whatever we can conserve, whatever activities we can take online, whatever businesses we can take online, and whatever we can get right now for our clients, be considerate, be communicative to clients, uh, be receptive to their problems also. I faced it in my problem. I'm sure Abhishek, I'm sure others have also faced the same situation from clients. But at the same time, I've seen that communication and flexibility helps. So because of these situations, we can't hamper our long-term relationships with our clients and customers. And I think this too shall pass. Maybe another 5 months, 6 months, whatever the time frame. But after a point in time, people will simply stop giving it so much importance that we are giving it today, and life will move on.
So shall we conclude today with हम होंगे कामयाब?
वो तो पता नहीं है हम होंगे कामयाब कि ऊपर जाएंगे कि बत्ती जल जाएगा. But my personal perception is that in a matter of 6 months.
Hey, let us conclude today by saying that the next member mixer we will have it physically with a drink in our hand.
Of course, but I strongly believe, again, this is my personal opinion, that in
might have to have another virtual one, by the way.
Next 6 months we will take this also in our stride कि लोग कैंसर से मरते हैं, एड्स से मरते हैं, टीबी से मरते हैं, जैसे मरते हैं रास्ते पे भी मरते हैं. So this is also part of life. So people will start taking things more lightly than we are in the scared phase today.
Sure.
So one on the lighter side, one crazy fact is that now people are not dying so much, and people are not rushing to emergency wards are empty of all the hospitals. So you can understand what role psychology has to play. There are no heart attacks has gone down by 90% despite COVID here. They have gone down by 90%. So that's an amazing fact to look at.
लोग कोविड से मरे या नहीं मरे, भुजिया चनाचूर और नमकीन खा के जरूर मर जाएंगे.
Deepak, here you are wrong. With single malt, those all things gets filtered out.
नहीं भुजिया चनाचूर
dilutes everything.
Everything
in the evening.
I have seen people buying 50 packets of bhujia and चनाचूर. मतलब वो किसी और से मरे या नहीं मरे, नमकीन चनाचूर तो जरूर खा के मर जाएगा.
Okay, so we'll try to organize more of these. I think we can do maybe once in 1.5 months, 2 months. We'll see. And I think I'm pretty sure that we are not going anywhere right now for at least 1.5 months. I hope we can, as everybody said. I wish that we all will have a face-to-face member mixer. But if it is not possible, then we'll continue with this.
Yeah, definitely. That was on the lighter side. Yeah.
Okay, thank you very much.
Yeah, thanks everyone.
Be safe.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Bye.
Yeah.
Thank you, everyone.